Hello. Looking at the cyber activities of the world, it's time that we should now start talking about the emerging trends of artificial intelligence in the cyberspace. It's rather alarming now, and the related laws are still falling short of their activities. Now, as start introducing, now the presence of humans recorded physically, you know, can always be seen and enumerated, but their mental occupancy lies in the vast deserts of this big, huge cyberspace. The overdevelopment of the technologies, or you can say the advancement in the technologies, is not only disrupting and transgressing into the lives of human being, but also disturbing the day-to-day life of an individual. Rather, it's been intrusive and transgressing into domains of human individuality, integrity, and dignity. So it's taking a long toll on the normal flow of human life. Now, why is it happening? Why a man is getting disturbed because of the overindulgence of the artificial intelligence or advanced technologies. We should put it in points. Let us talk about the government first. The technologies are advancing very fast, and the related laws are not converging with the advancement of the technology. And uh, the law, if it doesn't converge with the advancement of technologies, it can be very disturbing for human being. Now, what the governments will do, this is going to create conflicts between the society. Somebody who is practicing advanced technologies. On the other hand, there is a person which is the same technology is harming him. So there is a confrontation. There is a conflict between the two, and such a case might go to the government, to the court of law, and the government will have to indulge, and sometime it will have to overindulge, which is like violating the basic rights of living a life for a human being. Or you can say the surveillance by the government authorities by you know tapping the telephones, or banning the flow of internet because somebody is using advanced technologies, and it is causing disruption to somebody related to him or around him, or maybe to corporations, or to the corporates, or to the departments, organizations. Therefore, there is no standing law, and the government overindulges into the whole system, bans the internet. It might go by decrypting somebody's emails, somebody's social media posts. So the whole system of high advanced technology is being introduced, and in front of these technologies, the law is not becoming smarter than the technologies. Therefore, this imbalance in the society is going to trouble us a lot. So this is what the government has to uh, do at the earliest to bring a balanced legal regime which converges with the advanced technologies. Now, the second main point would be the huge multinationals which are operating throughout the world. They govern, they control the communications of the people through various portals. I may, I may give you the examples. There's nothing to hide about it. The Facebooks, the Twitters, and the LinkedIn's and all. These are social media giants, and they have their own protocols. They control the lives of the people in spite and despite of what the legislations are being made in a particular country. Now, this balance between the normal flow of human life, the right to live, the government legislations, and the protocols thrown on the consumer, on the digital citizens by these multinationals, we have to balance them, so that the technologies like artificial intelligence or machine learning, deep learning, and resultantly, the applications coming which are like, chat GPT or text being converted into a video. These are very convenient and very human friendly applications. But how do they stand in front of the law? The law has to, modify. I won't say change, it has to be modified so that this should not become, a type of criminal act. Now, coming to the another point, these high fifth and sixth generation technologies are going to go in the hands of the notorious cyber criminals also. What will the world do against them? Is there an international, consensus on this? Is United Nations doing something about it? The Budapest Convention was, I won't say a full success. My country, India, did not sign the treaty at all. Now, these legislations which are coming to block the normal way of life of digital citizens are not very positive. So I have talked about the governments, I have talked about the multinationals, I have spoken about the most important pillar, the digital citizen, how they are going to be uncomfortable in this scenario where there is a huge gap between the growth of technologies and the laws coming to regulate these technologies uh, for the man to live a normal life. The rise of artificial intelligence without the regulations and safeguards is, of course, a threat to the very existence of the race which we call it as Homo sapiens. The overpowering machines which, uh, you know, without any liability on them, the machines which are AI enabled and they have systems like machine learning and deep learning, they should have some regulations on top of them, and they have to work under the related laws. Maybe the Labor Act is standing in a conflictitious position against them. Many of the laborers might get no employment after the use of AI in the machines. The infringing of the privacy will come into picture. So there are many such, angles which are going to create problems for human life until and unless we balance these three pillars: the law, the advancement of the technologies, and let the human beings, live a normal life. Their right to live a peaceful, threat free life is of paramount importance. Now, let's go a step ahead. We already have metaverse. Metaverse, with its emergence, is now the new space that triggers assaults and financial frauds. With metaverse, a lot of financial frauds are shaping up, and the exorbitant finances floating in the cyber world, as for example, cryptocurrency is unmanaged. It is highly unregulated across the world. The predictive machines are becoming causes of algorithmic biases. These algorithms are very deeply mathematically calculated by the smart young men, and they want results out of their systems, out of their softwares. Now, how smart will the legal heads will be to stand in front of them, so that at least minimum the humanity is flowing with ease, with peace, with dignity, with integrity. So that is very important. Cyber crimes that we have been reading about in the technology and in the law books have also started adorning themselves and being traditional when compared with the incidents occurring in reference to some of the situations mentioned above. Now, the Information Technology Act 2000 in India needs a complete revamp. I bow down and I say it is redundant. The criminal laws have to, stand firm against the IT Act. The criminal laws now, practically, if I say to you that majority of the crimes now these days are being done through, cyber criminals. It could be anything: 302, 309, 307, 420. Behind everything is the cyber tactic. And behind the cyber tactic is the psychology and the intelligence of the cyber criminals. Now, I spoke to you about a metaverse. We should also be talking about cyberborgs and technological enhancement. Cyberborg, as the name suggests, is a newer technological species in which the technology combines with an organism, hence making it more of a machine and less of a biological being. So, you can read more about cyberborgs in your books, and you can browse through it so that it's more clear in your mind. Uh, so, these new technologies and new systems and new nomenclatures shaping up are going to be challenged in front of the legal heads, the legal brains, the lawmakers, which we call them, So, and over and above that, now with as the AI is shaping up and its application is becoming more and more wide, it will be used more in other subjects like predictive policing. Now, predictive policing is it's a vast subject, and the police is going to analyze the characters of the criminal. They are going to analyze the psychology of the criminals. They are going to do an up-to-date face recognition. There are going to be assessment on the criminal historical datas. So this is going to evolve lot of problems for the criminal law, and it will be seen from the angle of the IT Act, which is being reshaped. So predictive policing, now the policing should not be handicapped because of lack of advancement in the legal regime. So, we can talk about more applications like splinternet. We can deepfake, metaverse. I've already spoken about, and now the art of cyber surveillance, when the AI is introduced, will become more and more accurate, and the evidence of these cyber surveillance applications will come through cyber forensics laboratories. Therefore, the law has to be modified accordingly. And the deepfake technologies, I have already talked to you about it. Deepfake could be, I mean, I can take it as your picture. Okay, there is a criminal who is faking your picture and putting it into a situation in the cyberspace and taking advantage of your face. It could be an economic advantage. It could be an advantage to defame you. It could be an advantage to disturb your organization where you're working. It could be the face of a political leader or a CEO or a chairman of the company. It could be deep faked, and the criminal puts that deep faked face into a situation in the cyberspace where he gets a lot of money out of it, economic advantage. He destabilizes your company. Okay, he creates a situation of ransomware. So these are certain examples where I have given you the situation that balancing of the law, the advancing technologies which are generally coming out of the artificial intelligence, and the peace of mind of a human being and his right to live happily. This triangle is very, very important, and it's terribly difficult to balance out of it. Artificial intelligence is, going to give birth to racism. I've heard a few cases where, under the face recognition, It is the whole software is designed to recognize the face of a white people. Okay, the moment a black person goes in front of the camera, they don't recognize him. It is racism. So these algorithms, maybe it was an innocence of the calculator, but these algorithms have to be modified, have to be designed, and they have to come under the uh, regulatory aspects of the total legal system of the state, of the world, and it should become a part of the international conventions. This, is terribly important. AI will or is playing a very important role in precision health. A cardiologist sitting in his room can monitor his patient sitting miles away from him. It is through the AI enabled softwares or use of some devices, electronic devices, which are loaded with the AI enabled softwares. So, the precision health will be very, very important. And again, the legal aspects. There is a mistake done by the doctor by using the AI on his patient, and something happens to the patient which is not acceptable by their relatives. There should be a provision in the law that what happens in this situation, because it was an AI solution which was acting between the two, the cardiologist and the patient. So these systems have to be uh, discussed, and these three pillars have to be balanced. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very difficult. So I am not scaring you by bringing the examples of the cyber criminals into it now. When these high technologies are controlled by the cyber criminals, they can fire it wherever they want. They can disturb the nations, they can disturb the continents, they can disturb the entire human life just because of their greed, their absent mindedness to destabilize their enemies, their ego to compete with uh, his competitors organization. So anything can happen when these AI tools are shaping up and the advancement is coming up. You guys are already practicing chat GPTs and the uh, the text to audio, text to video makers, and the editing softwares and all. They change the entire scenario of the world. It, and there should be a habit, there should be a culture in the world that to use these technologies in a positive way, to build and to make the world progress and bring peace and tranquility in the world. I finish it here. We have written a short book on this, that how artificial intelligence is converging with the law of any country or of the world. If you get a chance of booking this short book, it's very simple. It's written for a common man to understand the situation. We have not put it a high tag on it. We are just selling it for 2,500 rupees. And for a overseas buyer, it is just dollars 1515. You can see our email on the screen. Send an email, and we are going to send you the payment link so that the book reaches you in time. It's going out of print many a times. It's such an interesting book, and such a short book, so that everyone feels like reading it and understanding this modern way of life, where the world is going, where the generation is going towards. I wish you all the best, and my good luck to you. Let us keep on talking. We will go, subject by subject, topic by topic next time, and try to understand this, the balancing of three pillars which I am talking about. Good luck. All the very best to you.